You know, you guys have no idea, but in today's world, it is always thought that we should buy the more expensive microphones. And for a lot of reasons, that is the case. We probably should, because they do have technology within them and features, and some of them there's tuning involved, and you kind of want to make sure if you need the absolute best audio quality, then that's what you need to do. You need to buy the best or the more expensive microphones on the market. But sometimes the cheaper alternatives, they do a pretty good job. So in this video, we're going to compare the DJI Mic Mini and the HollyLand Lark M2S. Both of them going to be right there. One's right here in my mouth in my helmet. The other one's right there. So I got two microphones like wedged between my lips. Hey, enjoy the video. All right. Let me know what you think. So we got the 3.5mm audio setup going on right now. The volume is on 1. Noise cancellation is off. I have it plugged in via the 3.5mm receiver that the HollyLand can come with if you opt for it. So we're going to go on ahead and once again try to get up to highway speeds so I can show you guys what the differences sound like. Alright, so we got the 3.5mm setup. We're at highway speeds right now, and this is how it sounds. Volume is on 1, or should I say low. We got low, medium, and high. It's on low. And now we have noise cancellation on, and that is going to be on weak, just so you guys know what it sounds like. And then we're going to go to medium volume. This is medium volume with noise cancellation on, and this is how it sounds inside of my helmet with an actual windscreen. I would give you guys some audio without the windscreen, but I feel like it's going to be just too terrible. So I just want you guys to know. Turn it off real quick. I don't think we really need it if I got it on low. So what do you guys think so far? Hey, and Insta360. Hey, get closer. Let me show you something. You see this? You see this Action 5 Pro with the cold shoe mount battery door? Yeah. I've been asking you guys for this indirectly in my videos. I know some of you watch my videos. Can I get this cold shoe mount door on your Ace and Ace Pro 2 cameras, please? You know, instead of having this plain Jane battery door that is removable. Thank you, by the way. Can we get a cold shoe variant of this door so we make better use of camera space? Please and thank you. Do that to you guys. So since the Action 5 Pro can connect wirelessly to the DJI Mic Mini, that's what we're doing. It makes sense, right? I got another thing to tell you guys. If you guys have software that you use, like, you know, Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci, right? They have noise cancellation features built into them. If you plan on using any of those programs to noise cancel or to cancel the noise in your video, do not use noise cancellation on the microphones themselves. Just let the audio be normal. I know it might sound crazy, but if you add 2 different types of noise cancellations to your audio, it is going to completely trash it. And you don't want that smoke, my guys. So use noise cancellation either in post editing processing or while you're recording. That's it. So we're gonna get up to highway speeds so you guys can kind of hear what they sound like. Typical US highway speeds. Alright, so I say this is about typical US highway speeds. Wind direction can also affect the audio. Keep that in mind. I could be riding against the wind, which is in my favor, or it could be pushing me, which could be in my favor. And that's how it sounds. If it's coming from the side, obviously it's going to introduce more noise into your audio, so always be aware of that stuff. I don't think people really mention stuff like that when it comes to motovlog videos. But I can go a lot lower on the gain. Like if you're hearing the DJI Mic Mini, if it does sound kind of too loud, I can always go lower on the decibel gain on that microphone. Like it's not where it's set at right now. It's not. It can be optimized for your bike. You know, this is just what I think is about optimized for my bike. With the Action 5, I have to get the camera. I have to stop recording. Then I have to go into the little setting real quick. It's quick to do, but you have to stop recording and then get access to the camera so that you can turn the noise cancellation on via the settings, unless you want to try to pull the mini microphone out of your helmet and press the power button. You do a short press on the power button and that'll turn noise cancellation on to speed. Let's see what we got. Windscreen's at normal ride height again. Okay, so how do we sound with noise cancellation on? I do want to drop the windscreen for you guys who actually don't have a windscreen, you know, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how it would sound. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do that. Alright, so I got my windscreen down. It probably sounds horrific, to say the least. Let me go up to like 75 so you guys can kind of hear it at highway speeds-ish. So this is what you can expect if you're riding a naked bike and you have absolutely no wind protection. That's kind of what you guys could expect. That's a lot of extra wind, you know. Typically you would ride a naked bike around town, but you know what though, for you naked bike guys, let me lower the windscreen down and keep note of the speed that I'm riding. So this is how it's going to sound. Remember, the noise cancellation is on. We got -7 decibel gains on the Mac Mini, and we have -12 on the Ace Pro 2 with the actual receiver settings at 3 on the volume level, 3 out of 6. And like I said, noise cancellation is on. So if you guys were riding a naked bike and you had somewhat of a quiet modular helmet, it'll kind of sound like this at this speed. Let me drop it down. Because if you're motovlogging in town and you're only going up to like 55, 60 miles per hour on average, this is how they perform. They might still actually do the work that you need them to do. Like, so, you know, here you go. If you're cruising around town on a bike with a fairing though, and a windscreen, this is what it'll sound like going at the lower speeds. It's probably going to sound amazing, and you can probably open your visor. You will add a little bit of extra. You'll add a little bit of extra into your audio, like a little bit more sound, but it sounds natural. It sounds natural to the environment, and it doesn't have a whole bunch of wind coming in and kind of ruining the experience for the listeners. So, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Have different speeds in the video, so you guys, you know, guys have something to work with when it comes to you guys who aren't going to just be on road trips vlogging at super high speeds. You guys might want to do 50s and 60 something miles an hour. Give you something to work with. So let's go on ahead and let's put the Chevrolet legs on the ground, and I'll let you guys hear what the audio sound like between these two. Now I'm going to change the settings of those microphones, or of these microphones, for those types of settings, because you're not going to have them, you know, you're not going to use the same settings on the motorcycle as you would on the ground. So we got both microphones exposed just the way I hate it. Sitting right here is equal height from my mouth. All right, this is how they sound. Now the settings have been tailored to 0, so you got 0 decibel gain on the Ace Pro 2. You got 0 decibel gain on the Action 5 Pro. No noise cancellation because there's really no need for it. So this is with the wind socks on. This is how they sound. Right, so this is how they sound without their wind socks. So who's doing it better? Which one do you guys prefer? Don't ask me which one I prefer, because I'm really liking them both almost equally right now. Obviously, if I'm using the Action 5 Pro, the DJI Mic Mini makes a whole lot more sense to use than the HollyLand Lark, because I can be fully waterproof, for example, with the Action 5 Pro. have this microphone concealed like in my helmet, where if it is raining outside when I'm motovlogging, it won't get wet because it's in my helmet. And my helmet doesn't, you know, it doesn't get wet inside my helmet, at least not where the microphone will be placed. Whereas the HollyLand Lark M2S, if you're going to use it with any camera, you're either going to have it plugged in either 3.5 millimeter style or USB-C style, which compromises the water resistance of whatever camera you have it plugged into, obviously. So, you know, it just depends. You know, if the weather's good, if you're on a budget, if you're a fair weather rider, you get what I'm saying, and you're on a budget, the HollyLand Lark M2S is going to be a good. It's going to be a good microphone. I mean, just, you guys heard it, the whole video. I don't alter. Let me put these just in case there is. I don't modify the audio in my videos. The most that I'll do is boost the audio, like the sound. So like in my editing program, it usually starts at 100%. I can increase the audio to 200%. I can go anywhere between 100 and 200, or I could drop the audio down all the way to 0. So that's what I do. I'll usually bump it up to either 130 or 150, just depends on how low the audio is when I watch the video back when I'm doing the editing. So definitely, hopefully you guys listen to this video with headphones on so you can hear. I set these videos up so that you shouldn't have to turn your volume all the way up. If you do, you're gonna really hear some shit, all right, that you ain't want to hear. So usually I tune the audio for about half volume, okay? So this is how it sounds. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I crammed all these videos into one weekend, but I'm just releasing them over time so you guys can kind of have time to watch videos and, you know, it's not all cramming you in one spot, all right? So Jay on the Segway, man, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys, and see you in the next video. All right, peace.